Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to HR Repair. This is Hey Ray. Today we have a Cadillac Escalade, otherwise known as a Chevy Tahoe or a GMC Yukon. Kind of the same thing, but a different interior package. A little bit of other things that are a little bit different, but kind of the same thing. This is a 2004 model Cadillac Escalade. I believe it's got the 6.0 liter V8 motor. Customer had it in here for a brake issue. It has the 6.0 liter. It had a brake issue. The problem was he couldn't get the brakes to build pressure. I found that there was a cluster of brake lines that had holes in it, and he opted not to have me put the brake lines in, but that he would put new brake lines in himself. He bled them, and now he still has the light on and the brake light on. Service traction control light comes up, and StabiliTrak, the whole thing. That still comes up. So he wants us to see if we can get that figured out. Okay, so what I did, first thing we got to do is make sure that all the air is out of the system. I have done that. There was lots of air in the system. But now what we want to do is do an ABS brake bleed, automated brake bleed with the scan tool. And here's where I'm going to bring you guys in on this. Now, I was going to hook up to the scan tool and then bring you guys in, but I'm having trouble communicating with the vehicle. So I decided I'll bring you guys here. We'll start with troubleshooting the reason why I can't communicate with the scan tool. So stay tuned, and we'll see if we can figure this thing out together and get this guy's brakes back to braking normally again. Contact! So what we've done, since I'm in the shop by myself today, I've used my brake bleeder from Snap-on, not a sponsor, and I'm not a huge fan of the thing. I think there's better out there, but it works. So we've verified that there's no air in the brake system. We did have a lot of air, as I said in the introduction, we had a lot of air coming to the back brakes. This side over here, I had to bleed quite a bit of air out of it. On the other side, was almost all air. The fronts had no air in it at all. Now, when we start the truck, we can see that our brake light is off. So what would come up is this brake light, and then it would also have traction control and all kinds of goofy things come up. So we've got good brake pedal now. And honestly, we could probably leave it the way it is, but the customer wants us to do an automated ABS bleed just to make sure that everything's good, because he did have all the lines off of here. He put new lines on coming from Dorman's. They have a complete kit that he put on, and it's actually a pretty good kit, stainless steel. But he put those on, and that, you know, so now he just wants to make sure that the ABS system's working good, everything's working good, so that when he gets it back, he doesn't have to worry about it. So I've checked to make sure there's no leaks in the brake system. We've bled all the air out of it. Everything's good, but we're going to go ahead and go through the automated brake bleed. The problem with that is I hook it up and cannot communicate. So usually, get out of here. Usually what that means is that we have a blowing fuse, and on the fuses for these older Chevys, it's hooked into the what they call the cigarette lighter, what I still call the cigarette lighter plug-in. And so let's just see if that's what we've got, if it's that easy. I believe it's a 15 amp fuse, and we have cigarette lighter. See what we've got here. Do we have a blowing fuse? Yes, we do. Okay. So pull that one out, go get us another fuse. And I don't even, like normally I try to check through the system and see, you know, why did that fuse blow. On these, most times the reason they blew is because somebody plugged something into the cigarette lighter or the outlet that they shouldn't have. So, or they were testing something and shorted it out. So let's get ourselves a new fuse in now. And if I seem a little bit short of breath and just not quite myself, I mean, I'm not a real good narrator anyway, but this morning I am feeling very, very tired. I ate pancakes and sausage for breakfast this morning, and I should have known better. I did know better, I just didn't do better. I'll tell you, I'm tired. I feel like I could go take a nap right here on this concrete. It'll take about 3 or 4 hours to get out of that. Hey, we've got communication. Look at that, 11.7 volts. Probably ought to hook up a battery charger, but I'm charging another battery, so we're gonna leave it the way it is. Hope it works. All right. I don't know what kind of radio it's got in it because, well, it ain't got one. It's gone. They're going Amish up in this thing. All right, so we're going to say it's got the navigation radio. It's got the automatic dual zone. It's equal to or under 8600 GVW. I believe that the way the automated brake system, automated ABS brake bleed, if I get it said right, works on this one is we hop into the truck, push the brake pedal to the floor, and or as far as we can, and then it'll run the pump. I don't think we have to bleed any of the or crack any of the bleeders, so let's just see. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the pressure off of it here. It's actually here. Let's turn that off. We'll release the air pressure. This thing has a habit of injecting air, which is not that big of a deal until the system gets low enough in brake fluid that there's no longer brake fluid up top here. Because air rises to the top, so it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm not 100% sure I like that thing. All right, fault scan. Fault scan, scanning. Scanning. I'll be back when it's done. There's my helper. Hey, when I get ready to bleed these brakes, can you go in there and push real hard on the brake pedal? Don't look at me in that tone of voice. Okay. You're not going to do it? You would, but you can't? Can't reach the pedal? Okay. Well, I'll do it myself then. How's that? You want to go outside? Is that what you want to do? You want to go outside? Yeah? No? Too warm out there? Okay. Slowly but surely. I don't know why it's being so slow. This thing just did an update, and I hope that's not why. I don't hope that's why. Whatever. I don't know. English is hard. Alright, I'll be back when this thing's done. Man, I have no clue what took this thing along. But it's finally done. So, we're not even going to go through and try to delete any of these codes because I don't want to get lost in data conversation again. So, anti-lock brake system. Here's where we want to go in first. We'll get everything done and then we will try to delete some of the codes. Special functions, automated bleed, and then it'll walk me right through it. So if there's a help, please, if there's a help button, please press it to get help information. Continue. DTCs are present. Oh, I don't want to try to clear those counts. All right, let's go back here. Oh, it's going to be... I don't know why this thing is so slow. I truly don't. Usually this thing's not this slow. And I've restarted this thing, and that didn't work either. So I'm telling you, if the update is what slowed this thing down, I'm not going to be happy. What am I going to do about it? Probably nothing, except complain. All right. Oh, man, I do not want to go through and try to clear all these codes. Let's just go here. We'll go in here. We'll go back into trouble codes. And we'll delete this one. Delete, please. Actually, read it, and then we can delete. I'm going to set in the truck because I think I know I'm going to have to do that anyway. Erase codes. Yes, please erase. Oh, I do have a battery tender on it, so that's not our reason for being slow. Something's just having a little hard time today. Maybe it ate pancakes and sausage this morning too. I tell you, that really gets me. I don't know why. I know it does every time, but I love pancakes and sausage. But every time I get like just weary, tired, drag and tail, as they say. So it takes me about, I don't know, it takes me a good little while. All right, so special function to wake up. If I get it said right. I got squirrel brain. All right, continue. They're not present, you stupid piece of junk. I'm telling you, if I have to go through here. All right, let's do a quick erase. See how long we'll be here for that. I think it literally took me 30 minutes to read the codes the first time. I'm about ready to go over and get my snap on, and I don't like that one either, so this is usually my good scan tool. Finally back. Let's try this again. See what happens. Check fluid level, check, set parking brake. I'm not going to set the parking brake because if I would, probably would not release. So, shift it into park neutral, yes. Holding the brake. You can hear the thing running. No DTCs, auto bleed completed. We have firm brakes. Well, that took way longer than it should have, but we'll, all right. Let's see if this scammer will take the bait. Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is David. How are you doing? Doing great?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, this short call is about auto insurance. The rate on auto insurance have been recently dropped down up to 45%. So if we can help you to provide better rates and better benefits, so can you tell me how many cars do you have?
Hey, just so you know, you're being recorded. I'm going to put this on YouTube.
Sir, it's a recorded line, okay?
No, I'm recording you. Because you're trying to...
Me? Okay,
Yep.
no,
Because
no problem, okay?
you're trying to scam me, and I'm getting tired of it.
No, it's not a scam call, okay? So you have one car, sir, right?
What's it to you?
Oh.
I don't believe anything that they say. I get those calls at least 10 times a day, and I'm getting tired of it. Most times it's AI. This is an actual real call. All right, enough of that. So let's get the tires put back on this thing, take it down the road, and make sure that we've got good, clean brakes. We're gonna have a check engine light come on eventually again because it's got an evap code. Actually, it's got 3 of them, so he doesn't want us to do anything with that. But we're gonna go ahead and get the tires put back on. We've bled the system properly, and the brakes should work, but we're just going to make sure. So I'll get the tires put back on, and we'll get everything torqued down and head out the door. All right, tires are torqued to spec, and we're going out on a test drive here. Driving out the driveway, I can feel the brakes are free. There's nothing hanging up. All the lights are off on the dash except for the TPMS light. We know that those are bad because they don't have any in them. No sensors. These are not the original tires, I don't believe, or wheels. This customer likes to modify his vehicles a lot. They always look pretty cool once they're done. But yeah, let's just go on down the road and see what we can see. Oh, brake fluid has been topped off. It's up to spec. So we'll get off on a country road here and hit the brakes and see what we get. Make sure we don't have any side to side action. I guess we could brake right here. Ooh, that thing barely goes in anything at all, and it brakes. Ooh. I think this thing's got a new brake booster. I don't know about a master cylinder. The customer originally thought that the master cylinder might have been bad until we found the leak in the lines. I told him we got to fix the leak in the lines before we can replace the master cylinder. I don't think the master cylinder ever got replaced, so should be good there. But no, this thing brakes good. It's one of the best braking GM vehicles I've been in. Usually on this style of GM, the brake pedal has to go down about that far. Now it's about like that, so it's pretty tight. I think we're good. No, I know it's good. So we're gonna head on back to the shop, get on to the next project. That project is a minivan, so yay me, wiring problems. So let's we'll get on to that one. I'll see, that might be another video, but this one's complete. That's how you do an automated brake bleed. That just basically gets all the air out of the valves in the ABS pump. It runs the ABS pump and cycles each wheel basically, and helps push the air out of the system if there is any in there. So this time there wasn't. After we bled it the second time, when I bled it, I did that off camera. So anyway, I'm not going to drag this one on out any further. I will end it right here and let you guys go on your merry way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. If you're still here in this part of the video, I do appreciate it. It helps me out a bunch. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, I'll catch you all around. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.